Another Halloween is almost upon us, but this year is going to be a little different than those in years past. To help keep you and your family safe, allow us at Bikers C.A.R.E to offer these safety tips. First, consider getting rid of the candy bowl. Quite possibly the most important thing you can do is skip the communal candy bowl. Whether you usually hand out candy from the bowl or let kids dig in and grab their favorites, it's just too tricky for trick-or-treating this year. After all, a candy bowl can't be contact-free. Instead, consider setting up a table with your Halloween treats laid up individually so that the children can take just that group of candy. If you have the resources, you may even pre-bag your treats and then allow the children to take the bag from the table. Another good idea is to make sure you put some hand sanitizer on the table. Use it and encourage your guests to do the same. Avoid using the front door as we have in the past. Having kids come up to your door to get candy will make social distancing tough. The safer bet is to stay outside during trick-or-treating hours so you can greet your neighbors safely from a distance while they get their candy from your table display. Another thing to avoid is the traditional Halloween mask. There are hundreds of themed cloth masks out there. Finding Halloween themed ones should be easy. Or you and your child can decorate a medical mask to blend it in with their costume. And while traditionally it's kind of been fun to see how much candy we can gather, it's probably a good idea to stick to your own neighborhood this year. And when your kids do venture out in the neighborhood, keep the group small. Maybe you usually head out with a bunch of neighbors, but this year, think about keeping it to just one other family for easier social distancing. And be extra safe with the candy this year. Individually wrapped candies are generally less prone to spreading the coronavirus. And if you do want to take an extra step, many experts feel that by letting the candy rest for 48 to 72 hours after your kids bring it home is a good, safe thing to do. Of course, you might want to get a few bags of candy that they can munch on while they're waiting to attack their stash. And if you feel trick-or-treating is just too risky for your family, it's okay to celebrate at home. Put out more decorations, turn on some Halloween music, or watch a few spooky movies, and let the good times roll in your own haunted house. We at Bikers C.A.R.E have the mission to end child abuse in our country and come to the aid of children who have been victimized by abuse. Of course, that's nothing to do with the tips I've shared so far, but I do have one last tip that I want to make sure you're aware of. Do you know what home your child is going up to ask for trick-or-treats from? I encourage you to look at the website listed right here and put in your address information to find out the sexual offenders that might be living near your home. Now, our counties are very good about going to these offenders and making it very clear that they are not allowed to participate in Halloween in any way, shape, or form. That means no decorations, no lights on the house, and no candy to give out. So if you're out taking your children and you see one of these homes participating in this holiday, call your local authorities immediately. You'll be protecting your children and others by doing so. We hope you found these tips helpful, and we invite you to visit us at www.bikers-care.org.